Some of the most underrated fights in JOJO are the ones where the main cast fights a subordinate that changes or sets up the precedent for the series, rather it be the undying loyalty that is in Duel, or the presence of Dio's kids in Stone Ocean. We take a look at the first ever stand users that attacked Bucciarati's team, their first assassins Mario, Zucchero, and Sale. Now these particular members in Passione are considered fodder, in the grand scheme of things of Golden Wind. They do, however, have some of the best fights in the entire part as a whole.
When we see these two during the beginning of the part, they are very interested in the money left by Pulpo, giving them the motivation to work independently. You can see during the interaction with each other that Zucchero is an easygoing guy, while Sale is not. Zucchero wants to live lavishly, and Sale is more interested in moving up in the gang.
Zucchero is up first, a stealthy man that sets up scenarios to attack from undisclosed locations with a standoff machine. This is a notable strategy since in a couple of pages he takes out 3 out of the 6 members of the main cast, before anyone activates a stand ability to counter. Some notable characters that have done this type of thing before is Teranosuke from Part 4 and Damo from Part 8. He then takes out Giorno and also later gets a Bacchio. Then he begins to taunt Bruno. When Zucchero was taunting Bruno, he showcases his arrogance and narcissism since he had the upper hand, giving strict demands that if Bruno broke, he would kill his team. But he didn't know that Bruno is a certified psychopath and chooses to sink the boat, unveiling the secret, a boat neatly wrapped around another boat. So Zucchero gets desperate and uses Abacchio as a shield, but Bruno lets him in on a super secret move that he has, the extended zoom punch. Then my man's got tortured for the information, but he has some dignity and didn't sell it as bro. Soft Machine is a humanoid stand with a small sword. Now the ability itself is quite interesting since after he pokes somebody, they deflate like a balloon, being able to be stretched and become really light in weight. He can also do this to non-living things, i.e. a whole-ass boat. The stand is a really strong in assassination techniques and probably would have landed him a spot in La Squadra if he wasn't arrogant. Mista, what are you doing over there? What's that table out for?
I'm eating a Grand Slam.
A Grand Slam with 8 pancakes, 8 scrambled eggs, 4 strips of bacon, plus more?
You think I can finish this by myself? That's why I got my Sex Pistols out here.
For how much?
For $8. There's a Denny's on this island, Giorno. Don't mind the fact that we literally just got here. Now, Giorno, this Grand Slam is like a Sex Pistol in my mouth.
Wow, and all of that for a low price of $8? That truly is a golden experience.
After the defeat of Zucchero, a team of Giorno and Mista head towards the island of Campari to get the drop on Sale. Mista gets close to the radio building and shoots through the window, hitting him in the leg. He then escapes out back. There's a truck parked outside. Sale, having gone on top of it to lay low to trap Mista. Mista, realizing that the person inside the truck is not the target, quickly turns and fires at the top of the truck where Sale is. Upon being shot in the head, he's knocked back, though relatively alright, even though he has a bullet lodged in his brain case. This is where he showcases his stand ability. Mista then responds by using his stand's true ability, gun violence, and shoots at Sale a couple times. He gets pushed back off the truck. Mista, thinking he was safe, didn't notice Sale use his free rock climbing wall by locking stones in the air. Good thing it wasn't a rental apartment that he used. Sale, then using a bullet fired from before, builds up kinetic energy and hits Mista in the midsection. With now being injured, Mista, on the defensive, tries to get his bullets to hit Sale. Sale takes an extra hit through his mouth in order to mitigate this damage. This ultimately was a distraction. A little trolling, if you will, to put all of Sex Pistols onto the last locked bullet to be used on Sale, but not before splitting the bullet in half to use as a feint to hit the one lodged in his skull. Craftwork, a close-range stand that can lock objects in place. It has incredible speed, being able to deflect bullets in a small space between himself and the sniper Mista, a truly dangerous ability that could easily kill in one hit if allowed to do so. He can also build up kinetic energy and then unleash a new moving projectile.
Zucchero and Sale were never seen again after the arc in the manga, not confirming if they were alive or dead. In the anime, you see them tied up or alive. In the non-canon novel written by Kohei Gadono, taking place after Golden Wind, it focuses on taking down Saison Droge, or the narcotics team, that was within Passione. Zucchero was trying to sneak in and to gather information, but was later drugged and defeated by 2 stand abilities and their users, Nightbird Flying and Angelica, and Manic Depression and Massimo. He revealed information due to him being drugged. He was used as a decoy on Sheila E., and later died from an overdose. Sale, on the other hand, got disoriented the same way Zucchero did, and not thinking straight, tried to attack a member, Vittorio, which he had a cheap ability of damage reflection with almost no drawbacks. Kraftwerk, trying to one-hit kill him, ends up killing Sale instead.
And just as a little aside to lock this into the video, when they first arrive on the island, Giorno's telling Mista what to do, and how Mista sets up the little table and starts like stuffing pepperonis into the chamber of his revolver. That implies that stands eat. Like, can stands digest? Did the Sex Pistols eat the pepperonis? If they ate the pepperonis, where did they go? Does Mista taste that? Or do they just disappear? Because they have to go somewhere. And that just raises like a whole different question. Like, if jumping like part 3 here, if Jotaro were to take his stand to get an ice cream cone and lick that, would he be able to tell, that's a good vanilla cone? Araki, explain. How does stands work?
Hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Honestly, I'm pretty surprised that we're almost hitting 100 subs. That's pretty big.
Yeah, we never expected that JoJo video to pop off. We just kind of expected honestly, we expected the Nocturne video. We were trying to ride the Nocturne hype, but here we are riding the Part 8 hype.
But as you can see, we're not 100% not interested in being like sellouts and selling out to whatever gives us the
makes
most
us
views.
Popular.
Yeah. So if you guys need more JoJo vids, you just go ahead. JoJo videos are a lot easier to make than playing an entire video game and then reviewing them.
Mainly because we've already read the entirety of JoJo, and it just kind of requires us to go back and just reread a certain part rather than fucking play an entire 90-hour JRPG.
And that's actually kind of fun to talk about characters that people don't really care about, like Zucchero and Sale. Oh, yeah.
Tune into the next episode where we explain Cream Kinzen.
Kings and Cream. The Creamy and the Kings of Crimson. How does it work? You don't know. You can't even say its name properly.